Without Kai Havertz, you don't beat Liverpool. Without Kai Havertz, you don't beat Man City. Without Kai Havertz, we don't score the amount of goals we scored in the last few games. But yet, he's a flop just because Chelsea fans were parroting it. So Arsenal fans were parroting it. Not just because they're just parroting it, because it fitted in their agenda and there was money to be made. Let's be fair. There was money to be made from parroting this agenda and pushing it aggressively. I love Jesus, but unfortunately, it can't be available. Since he picked up this unfortunate knee injury at the World Cup last year, we all know that once you pick up knee injuries, let's start from the fact that it's unfortunate this season we've not had the best of Jesus due to injuries. I think he has barely played 17 games this season in a title challenging season for Arsenal. We are challenging Liverpool and Manchester City for the title, and we'll have to have our best of players to actually help us challenge against this juggernaut. Unfortunately, this persistent injury that actually rocked Gabriel Jesus has made it impossible for him to be available for so many games. And the reason why a lot of Arsenal fans are still confident in this title race, the reason why a lot of Arsenal fans are not flustered, even though there's news that came out today that Arsenal has to still continue to manage Jesus' knee injury, is because the rejected stone has now become the cornerstone. What am I talking about? Kai Havertz. A lot of fans were up in arms, deriding, castigating the acquisition of Kai Havertz because Chelsea fans, scorned Chelsea fans, delusional Chelsea fans, were pushing an agenda, and some Arsenal fans, powered by the Agenda Fan TV, were pushing the same narrative against your own player. Oh, very, very unbelievable. Let's say, for argument's sake, right? For argument's sake, let's be rational. You don't rate him. Why don't you give at least a year? Then you can make up your mind that it's a flop. But from the inception, it's a flop. Just because Chelsea fans called him a flop. The irony is that the same Arsenal fans, right? If you hate him that much, if you despise him that much, if he's so much of a flop, how come you are confident of a title race that is being led by this flop? If you can rationalize that, please let me know in the comment section. No, Kai Havertz is a flop, is a donkey. He's not good enough for Arsenal. But on the flip side, Jesus has been unavailable due to injuries, right? But the reason why we are still active in this title race is not because of Trossard, it's not because of Nketiah, it's because of the same Kai Havertz most of you were pushing agenda against. Make it make sense. Make it make sense that the Kai Havertz you guys are pushing agenda against is the one that's kept you persistent and active and actually made you, in my opinion, a slight favorite in this title race. Without Kai Havertz, you don't beat Liverpool. Without Kai Havertz, you don't beat Man City. Without Kai Havertz, we don't score the amount of goals we scored in the last few games. But yet, he's a flop just because Chelsea fans were parroting it. So Arsenal fans were parroting it. Not just because they're just parroting it, because it fitted in their agenda and there was money to be made. Let's be fair. There was money to be made from parroting this agenda and pushing it aggressively. I love Jesus, but unfortunately, it can't be available. Since he picked up this unfortunate knee injury at the World Cup last year, we all know that once you pick up knee injuries, you can never be the same. I understand the advent of modern science and medicine, but let's be fair. There's a limitation to modern science and medicine, especially when you are using your knee for elite sports, where you have to apply huge pressure in running, striking the ball, twisting and turning. You have to move your knee about, so you cannot be at optimum performance level once you have a dodgy knee. It is what it is. And Kai Havertz, that is much maligned, has continued to make sure we don't miss Gabriel Jesus. Without Kai Havertz, there will be a gaping hole. You will miss Gabriel Jesus. As much as we love Trossard, he has done a fantastic job alongside Kai Havertz. We saw in Nketiah, the drop-off is huge. I'm not trying to deride Nketiah, but the truth has to be said. So I would love to know if you guys have actually come to this side with rationality to understand the fact that